So you've mentioned pranic today, and I'd have no idea what it is. So please use me as your guinea pig, because I'm very curious to learn.
Okay. So my name is Jay Shah, and I'm a businessman, but a passionate pranic healer. And I came across pranic healing in 1997, and ever since I got involved in pranic healing, I've never looked back and moved forward with the aspect of energy. Energy is real,
Yes.
although we may not see it, but it is quite real. So pranic refers to the energy aspect, and healing, how do you heal through energy? While we don't see energy, but energy is real and energy works within ourselves. So the energy body is with everyone. And within that energy body, there are different aspects of it which helps us to become more wholesome in the way our energy functions, and that helps us to also live a much more fulfilled life. So it helps us to work on not only the physical aspect but also the emotional and the mental aspect. Everything gets handled within the same system. And this is why pranic healing is a way of life. And once you start adopting that way of life, you begin to see the real aspects of your fulfillment of life, and how you can actually achieve that fulfillment through the aspect of pranic healing.
Tell me how this has translated to who you are now, maybe in terms of family life, business, you're an entrepreneur.
So when I started pranic healing in 97, my nature was that if I don't see things going well in my business, in my business, and trying to get things right, because we're in the manufacturing sector, we get lots of people who we work with, and I would flip very, very quickly if things were not done in the way that I would want to see them done. And then over the next 4, 5, 6 months, I found myself, handling people in a different way. And then people started telling me, hey, what's happened to you? You're not the same person. So I didn't realize it myself until people started telling me that you have changed. And this is where you begin to see the change just by applying pranic healing. And also, I used to be very regular with the meditation on twin hearts. So I would wake up 5:30 in the morning, have my shower, do my exercises, and do my meditation. After that, I do my exercises again, have my breakfast, and go to work. And then where I was flipping, I started now accepting that there's something was wrong. The acceptance was the first thing that I started changing with. Then with acceptance, I started asking them, okay, what do you think went wrong? Why did it go wrong? What could you have done better? What do you think we could have helped? Or why did we do it in the way that we did? Why couldn't we do it in another way? Or how do we see another way of doing it? And then when I started questioning in that sort of format, everybody started accepting and started thinking for themselves of how they could have done it better. And therefore, that also helped them to start thinking about how we can improve on everything that we do, as opposed to just being instructed, do this, do that. That is how it helped me, but it also helped all the colleagues at work also to create a different mindset about how things can happen.
Great. Let's talk about the meditation. The
twin hearts.
They are twin hearts. Talk to me like I'm green, which is true.
Which is true also. Yeah. Okay, so my name is Shavana Khanam. I've been part of the Pranic Healing School for almost 25 years now.
Okay.
So there is a very beautiful meditation which gets introduced in the classes, which was something which empowered me a lot. So what I came to understand, many people have problems with meditation. The word meditation is like prolonged awareness on something. You're supposed to be still. You're supposed to, people focus on their breath. Other people play golf. And if you look at golfers, that's also meditation, because they really have to concentrate on what they are doing, and the focus goes entirely into that part of the world. Any distractions is like, taking your mind away.
Yeah.
So also, if you read a lot of books, especially the books on people who are trying to change the concept of the world, trying to understand how our thoughts affect us, People say we have 60,000 thoughts a day, and that's a lot of thoughts. And that's what keeps the mind away, really occupied. So it's like even when people go to pray, for example, that's why I found this meditation helping me. So the minute you close your eyes, you want to concentrate on something, there's a thought form coming, oh, you have to cook dinner, you have to meet ABC person. There's a thought that you have a meeting, maybe the meeting is even away a week ago, which has already happened. It's still troubling you. I should have said this, I should have done this. Those thoughts keep you very occupied. You're not able to go in the stillness of the mind and focus on an activity. So I think because of this, the teacher, Grand Master Choa Kok Sui, introduced the twin hearts. It's called twin hearts, literally like twins.
Twin hearts.
Twin hearts meditation. Perhaps his idea was that people can focus on a 21-minute prayer session without getting diverted. So he guided it. He guides it. So it's the prayer he uses, particularly in this meditation, is called the meditation on twin hearts. Connected to the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Mm-hmm. Now, I was asking myself, why if Saint Francis of Assisi, why choose this particular saint? There was nothing. Although he is a Catholic himself, but the reason he says he chose this prayer is because words have power. So this is something we don't understand as human beings. We don't realize what I say is affecting my body. It's affecting how I look at things. So can I say positive words for 21 minutes? What will happen to my body? For 21 minutes, all I'm doing is vibrating positivity. Will it bring a change in my system? So there was a research done. So they connected to some neuroscience students and doctors and neurologists who put a lot of, the gadgets they normally put. To take a survey probes. To see what really happens if somebody is going to practice a 21-minute meditation on positive words. Just positivity. Hakuna mambo ya ninio ya negativity ama unaanza kufikiria vibaya. Hakuna cha hiyo, manake you're guided by the meditation. So they did a research. They actually took a pilot study. Then they saw the people who are actually practicing this meditation with using the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi because of the positive word vibrations. There is a frequency on the brain wave, which they call the gamma level and all that, went very, very high. That means a person whose energy was maybe depleted or person who was almost into depression was able to come out just by practicing this meditation.
Wow.
And relationships were healed because of this. So I'll give you a small example before I tell you how it is done. Like I know a person who had a problem with her mother-in-law, which is a common problem which happens in the world today.
Yeah.
Coming from an Indian family, everybody knows that people live together in the homes, So she was staying with the mother-in-law, but every day there was a lot of conflict between them. It was to a stage where they almost wanted to, rip themselves apart. So this lady, the mother-in-law decided to change city and live in another city. And during that course of the time, whenever even she called, olden days, there were no mobiles. There were those handset phones.
Yeah, rotary phone.
Even when she used to call, the bell is ringing. When the daughter-in-law picks up the phone, the mama onge, she refuses to talk. Because of the anger, the hatred they had between each other. Wow. So she knew this is my mother-in-law calling, and then she would just tell her husband, honey, that's for you. Your mom's online. It was like that. They didn't even want to speak to each other. So this lady, actually, we know her. I was surprised when she was telling me this story at that time, and then I've tried my own testimonial. But anyway, she said this. She said she met somebody who introduced her to the meditation. She had not even done the workshops on Pranic Healing or holistic healing or energy healing. She had no clue. So somebody said, you cannot live like this. You cannot live in hatred and anger and continue this journey, because what you are building, tomorrow you're going to have children. You're going to pass these genes to your child. You see, 7th generation in us, we have the genes in us from DNA, from our parents, grandparents, so on. You're going to pass these genes to your children of hate towards their grandmother. And then this pattern will continue. No, why don't you cut this pattern? And she was desperate to do it. How do I do it? How do I cut this pattern? Okay, I'm going to teach you a meditation. So how does the meditation go? Simple warm-up exercises are taught. And then you sit in a comfortable position and you do nothing. You just play.
Nothing.
You do nothing. You just press the button play. Finished.
When you're listening to...
Yeah, you have to listen and you have to practice it. So the first format in this meditation is activate your heart center. This is the heart center. The center of love. So how will I explain this? From a Catholic point of view or a Christian point of view. If you watch all the photographs of Christ, you always see him touching his heart and doing this. There's a heart which is coming out in his photos. That is showing love, no?
Okay.
If you look at the photographs.
Yes.
And then there's always a beam, a halo showing on the head, even of Mother Mary, Jesus Christ, and other saints. There's always a halo. The halo is connected to the activation of the crown chakra, which shows that this person was on a spiritual energy alignment. You get me? So I was like connecting these two pieces together. So they said, think of a happy moment. Think of another happy moment connecting to the crown so the divine energy from the Supreme Being can come.
Yeah.
And then you put your hands in a blessing position from your heart and you think of the planet Earth in front of you. And the meditation is saying, Lord, make me an instrument of thy healing. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. So you visualize the people who are in darkness, people who don't understand their life purposes, are getting the right information either through the church or either mosque or temples or any spiritual organization. Lord, make me an instrument of healing. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. You know? And I was listening to this person share her story. So after the meditation, during the meditation, when she was doing not just blessing the planet Earth, you bring the planet Earth in front of you like a small ball, she brought the face of her mother-in-law also there. And she would bless the mother-in-law with peace, with love and healing. And she would like talk to her in that meditation. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is despair, hope. And then she would visualize the mother-in-law coming down. She would visualize they're living back together. And she would visualize there is forgiveness between the two of them. Because what hit her, what her friend told her, do you want to pass this DNA to your children? And do you want to carry on these patterns of hate? Or do you want to cut this pattern? Don't you think we should cut this energy? And that's what really made her feel, I want to do it because of my greater good, because of my future. So her story is practicing, I can't remember the duration, but I know it was not more than 3 months, right? She was doing it on a regular basis. Her regularity was maybe 3 to 4 times a week. She would do this, practice the meditation.
Okay.
And one fine day, the phone rang. This time, the mother-in-law spoke. And imagine my whole surprise was that the other person, look at her joy that this was going on. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You know, she doesn't
She didn't
know.
inform her that
Because
I'm
they were
working
not
on us.
talking.
I'm working on our relationship.
She had no clue. She doesn't even know to enhance meditation.
Okay.
She had no clue that my daughter-in-law was blessing me every day. There was a change of. Too. She just picked up the phone and she said, honey, the phone is for you. And she said, no, I want to talk to you. And even the daughter-in-law was surprised. Oh my God. You know, so she talked to her and the old lady was just saying, you know, I've been thinking about us. Nisa Mehr too. I'm so sorry. Just like that. And this is a true story. So when this friend of ours was sharing this story, then she called her mother-in-law also on the stage.
Oh, now they're buddies.
Now they're buddies. Everything went back to be. And the mother-in-law said she didn't know twin hearts, but now she also practices that meditation. Twin heart. This is just one story in Imeona. But I have thousands of testimonials I can share with you. And myself, my life, and my husband is also telling you the same thing, that how his life has also changed to become her. So I would like to just part with one thing. I am not helpless, you know, Thiongo. I'm not helpless, Sige. I have a tool. For any situation, I say, okay, let me bless. Let me bless. Our country is going through desperation. What do I do every day? I just sit and I bless. And I visualize our country. I visualize of the people who are jobless. I pray for them that God, let me, with this darkness, let me set hope. Or light. Light means with this darkness, let there be light. The darkness means People who cannot see with clarity, people who do not know what God is, for example, because when you lose hope, so the light is not like electricity can power. That's not what we are saying. The light is of the light of the God. Let the sunshine of the God come, guide you through the way.
Aspect.
The wisdom, intelligence, understanding. So that's what it means. So once people start forgiving and there's hope, you come out of this meditation and you tell God, at least I've done something on my part. The world is a better place because maybe somebody somewhere blessed you. So I was looking at the Rumi's quote. This is the great poet Rumi.
Yeah.
A student went to him and asked him once, "Teacher, I'm a small person. What can my contribution make a difference on this planet? Am I even important?" And this quote has also been said by the Lord Buddha himself, And he looked at him and he said, if you think you can't make a difference, try go in a room, lock yourself with one mosquito. That small tiny mosquito
give you hell.
Can really make you have a sleepless night.
Yes.
And it's a tiny thing. Can it not make a difference? And the guy said, yes, it does make a difference. So he said, you're never too small to make a change or a difference in life. So hearing this, Ilinipatia hope, Ilinipatia wonder, and I want to share this meditation with everyone. Imagine if millions of us as Kenyans, all over the world, we start practicing the meditation every day. That means 24 hours a day, somebody somewhere is doing a meditation to bless you. Somebody somewhere is blessed. Somebody cares about you. Somebody somewhere is sending you love and hope. We will have a better place. Our teacher says his mission is heaven on earth. What does heaven on earth actually mean? I was asking you this question when we had our telephone conversation.
It's not an easy question, but...
what does heaven on earth mean?
What does it mean for you?
That means we should have peace. We should not have ukabila. We should not have hatred and anger. We are humans. We come from the same God. That's why Jesus said we are made in the image of God. We are all gods with a small g. In the Bible, it says that. If we can't follow the great teacher like Jesus, then what are we doing? We are all made in the image of God. We are all gods. Did I not say that to you?
Let me ask you, and as we're going to wrap up this. Tunaweza fanya hii pranic bila hii kizungu mingi, because that has been my audience in Africa. Bila kizungu mingi, can we do it to reach a majority of the African audience that I communicate to? And two, why are we interested in watoto?
Yeah. You see, watoto ndio, like I told you just now, tumeongea your story. Tumesema DNA inatoka kwa wazazi. Seven generations unabeba ile DNA ya grandmother na great-grandmother na nyanya na babu na kila mtu.
Even poverty is part of it.
It's part of the thing. We can change it. Tunaweza badilisha hiyo.
Sickle cell conditions.
It's a mindset.
Is something that has been devised in a genetic system.
Okay.
It was never there. It has been created. It may have created in a certain condition, which we don't know.
You're right, by the way.
We don't know.
It's because of malaria.
Whatever it is.
It was created, yeah.
Whatever it is. But that happened at certain point in time. Now, that happened in a certain condition. Now, are we able to see that condition and apply a different condition now? Through the energetic system, we apply a different condition now. And that, if it can change or if it can help to even make it 50% better than what it is, for any person suffering from sickle cell, they can have a much more fulfilled life.
The heaven on earth experience.
Because you see, health is really important, Saizi. We learned when tulienda na mambo ya COVID. When COVID hit us, that's the time we realized how important health is. So, I live in Kileleshwa. Yeah. Me, I never saw people jogging. Me, I never saw people eating healthy zamani. Lakini right now, in the morning when nikitoka home, kama hata ni saa moja asubuhi, we see hundreds of people jogging, trying to do gymming, where did this whole change come from? It wasn't happening before. Look at the patterns of our Kenyans.
And look at the patterns of people 15 years ago. How much fruits did they eat? Today, fruits, you can see them on the streets. And that is one big change we have seen.
We've seen.
After a pandemic.
After the
and
pandemic,
people are jogging, walking, doing more gymming. There's more sport activities, more cycles we see on the road today. This is the change that pandemic has brought us.
People
are more and more aware that they need to be healthy.
I have met so many people telling me, oh, I'm vegan now. I don't, I'm trying to cut down dairy or wheat or whatever. They're trying to take care of their health. So health is wealth. If your health is wealth, then invest in it, no? One of the ways to invest in it is having a positive attitude towards life, doing the meditation to enhance, learning some holistic healing courses so you can heal yourself, help yourself. And remember, Pranic Healing is not replacing any orthodox medicine. It is just a complementary. Ukiweka zote pamoja, it's like you're putting two things together. Your health is definitely going to be better. And today the world is aware of this. And I'd like every person to be aware and practice what we do.
It.
And our children are the genes for tomorrow. They are going to be our leaders for tomorrow. What kind of leaders do I want to see in my next generation?
Yeah.
What do I want to see my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren to become better humans, better relationships, not hate each other, not go and start hating because we have different skin colors or different religion practices. That's not what I'd like to see my great-grandchildren practice. I'd like to see them practice harmony, peace, love. Be one. Oneness is what I can say. Who am I? They should ask themselves that question.
Every time I switch on and I go to social media, I'm either seeing so many videos of someone punching the other one or someone dying on a road accident. How are we going to use media? And I'm asking you, how are you going to use the same media to bring the change you've just said? I like what you've said about fruits, because that means pranic healing is tangible. You'll start seeing changes in your life. It is not kitu fake ziwa uko hewa.
No, it's not that. Yeah. And also the other thing which you just brought me right now, the media is sharing violence. What about the children games? Nowadays, even the games they are playing are full of violence, guns.
Shoot me.
The other day, I went to a supermarket and my granddaughter was saying she wants to buy a toy gun. Why do you want to buy a toy gun? Because it's exciting. This is what they see the media is selling them.
It's common.
I mean, come on. Even the games are violent.
We have an opportunity to have that. And I want us to be having this conversation with me who I've never done pranic healing. This is the raw as you're taking it. And bring us up from that. Where you were in 1997? Yes.
So, pranic healing, when you look at it from a content perspective of how we can bring in more positivity into the social media, where people are on social media a lot more these days. So, that is where we can actually create a different narrative for the people on social media. How to look at not only the bad, but look at also the good. And differentiate between the two, and then take it up and practice something that will change your mindset into being a better person and being a better human being, changing your social circles, changing your communities, changing your families to start with. So this will create a more holistic aspect of the community, the country at large, and the world at large. And this is what Master Choa says, it's heaven on earth we have to create. Who is going to create? We have to.
We have to create it. It's our earth. It's our earth. We have to take care of it. It's our people. I was asked what is a dangerous animal on the world? My answer was humans.
Yeah.
An elephant is not going to come from the shamba huko ninyo msituni akuja afungue loki yako aanze kuiba ninyo ora aanze kumatusi hapa. It's not. It's each other. It's human is the most dangerous animal. Today we are ready to kill each other and feel no remorse of a human body being dead, and we don't even care about each other. So Twin Hearts meditation brings that love, peace, compassion, harmony. I myself have seen that. I've seen how I have personally also changed and all that over the years. But you see, that's what we want to do. From the heart of God, let there be love. From the power of God, let there be love. In the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. How can we bring that into action? If I look at you, I cannot say, Tige, you're a Kikuyu or you're a Luo or you're a somebody. I should look at you and say, me and you, we are one. That's how Jesus also taught. Me and you, we are one. There's no difference. He never looked at anybody. Remember when he was being crucified? Did he even say to those people anything? He, in fact, looked up and said, my Father, please forgive them. They do not know what they do. That's Jesus' teachings. Are we really following it? That was forgiveness. That was love for everyone, no matter how much they're hurting and cussing and doing whatever they are. There was love. So in the end, it's only love which will win. If we love each other and we care about each other, we'll have a better planet. That's what we call heaven on earth.
Tell us briefly about the sessions. Just briefly, what is it and what you do?
So the Pranic Healing, we've designed workshops. The teacher has designed workshops. It's a 2-day workshop, level 1, 2, 3. The healing series starts with that. So we teach you on the first class is to feel the energy, what is energy, what is a concept. Then we go through the energy anatomy of understanding chakras, how are chakras associated with our physical body, and if there is a malfunctioning on the chakras, what kind of what part of the body gets affected. How do I balance this? How do I rectify this? By just cleaning and energizing with the breath. Nothing, no touch, no drug. There is no science, crazy science, which is so difficult. It's an easy concept. Nothing. It is so easy to apply just in that 2-day workshop. We talk about that. We talk about human values, where we talk about the golden rule, and we talk about the meditation, of course, and we also say don't be helpless. If somebody is not in the room with you, you can also connect to the person energetically, and you can treat a person in another room, in another country. That is what we call distant healing. And what about myself? Will I be left alone, me? So just to leave you with a small concept, simple things like a breathing can help you calm down. Your stress levels can slow down. Your breathing can help you de-stress. Rhythmic breathing is what we teach. So everybody can do that any day of the day. When you feel very tired, when you feel really exhausted, just a simple thing like chumvi tuyo, the normal chumvi meza. You just take that in your bathroom. You take your normal shower. You just take the salt. You just apply it on your body. Just apply it on your knees because tired legs. Just wait for 2 minutes. Wash it off. That alone cleanses your energy body, because we pick so much vibrations from other people. You get contaminated with other people's energies when we are around hundreds of people. Sometimes it's been a draining meeting, for example. A simple technique like putting your tongue on the roof of the mouth, helps the vibrations, the circulation of energy increase. You're able to concentrate more. So these are certain things we teach in schools. So the children, the pupils in the school can read and write and concentrate with the teacher a bit more effectively. So just little tips like that is what energy is. So Pranic Healing, we've been applying many different levels, even without knowing it. But this just brings like a workshop. So that's level 1. Then if you're interested in taking your journey deeper, we have level 2, where you learn advanced Pranic Healing with using color therapy, how to apply color therapy on the chakras. Then, of course, the 3rd level is very, very important, which becomes the psychotherapy healing, psychological healing, because stress, how to handle stress, phobias. How do people from stress become traumatic? How from trauma it becomes an anxiety? And how to keep their anxiety low? They start drinking, or they start smoking, or they have drug addictions, or they go for eating disorders. You see, there's always an underlying cause for the addictions to come through. So psychotherapy is what deals with that. And we also have crystal healing and a lot of more. We have a healing series, a spiritual series, and a materialization series, which we call the abundance series. So it's divided into 3 categories.
It basically takes care of all aspects of your life. And it really, even on the business level, we have something called spiritual business management.
Yeah, I'm interested in
you apply the concept of creating a business with spiritual principles. And that becomes a much more energetic business, which has much more higher chances of succeeding. And this is something that you can get once you understand what energy is all about. You can now start applying that into your business. And everything is cyclic, so you have to understand what are my cycles, what are my patterns, and how do you do certain things in certain patterns. And that helps you to move on with your business, and whatever profession you are in, you can benefit from
and
that
one
also.
more thing which we forgot to sort of mention, which is very important. In Pranic Healing, you're taught how to scan energies. You're taught how to scan auras and chakras. In spiritual business management, when you know how to scan energies, before employing somebody, you can analyze their energy levels to understand, is this the right person I'm employing? His chakras, the ones which I need for performances. And also in spiritual business management, you come to understand the ray type of people. We have 7 ray type of human beings.
Ray?
R-A-Y. Ray.
We have 7 different rays. So that means we have 7 different characteristics of people, person. And generally people will have 1 or 2 characteristics which are prominent. It's not that they don't have others, but 1 or 2 are more prominent. Now, if you have somebody who has a certain type of ray, they are more likely to be more diligent accountants, for example. If you have a certain type of ray, they are likely to be more leader type of qualities. Okay, so if you know that you want to employ an accountant, for example, you scan for those energies in a person. Do they have those?
For example, just so when he wants to employ his people, of course his HR is the one who is going to do the interviews and all that, but he sometimes looks at the higher post of his managers. What is going an accountant? So supposingly, just telling you, there is a throat center. I have a throat center. Everybody has a throat. So you scan. Is a throat chakra very strong? Is a person has creativity in the throat chakra? Can this person speak? Can this person be creative in the way they speak? And when you scan that and you said, yeah, that's a strong quality, good for salesmen.
And all that emanates from meeting me on the first day.
No, but we have to scan.
If I walk into your business, you're like, this Makelele person must be...
No, we have to scan with your permission, of course.
Oh, permission, okay.
Yeah,
we need to scan on the basis of your application.
Yeah. Okay. Application, you scan.
So now I can also take your application and say, okay, we have got this position, say example an accountant. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the chakras which I need to understand? Should be good, strong. What are the qualities that this person should have to be a real good accountant? And he's going to be very honest and diligent with his work. Okay. So I will check this and understand that this is a person who is likely to be like this. Okay. Everything is subject to change, but what are your chances of going wrong are very less.
And by the way, now, I think if you know this, there is a aura photography nowadays. If you go and Google aura photography, in USA and other places like Malaysia, Singapore,
I'll check it out.
They will not employ anybody without an aura test.
No, they ask you to present a photograph.
You have to go to a machine. It's something like the way we have here. And you put your hand on it and it picks your vibration of the aura. It tells you the color quality you have, the personality you have. Yeah, so that means they also know that the energy of aura exists. And from that chart, a 20-30 page report comes out, your personality type.
I think we're going to use that in 2027. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donald.
Thank you for having us.
It's possible to change how we think. I didn't know anything about Pranic, but I want to learn. So I'm going to ask them to finish with something positive. I think you're born to create. I always say that you're born to create, you're born to learn, and I'm willing to learn. So something positive as you go. So you leave us with positive energy.
So, wherever you are in life, everything is subject to change. It is you who will decide what you want to change. And Pranic Healing or the energy aspect will help you change for the better, for the good of humanity, for the good of yourself.
For me, I'd just like to say to everyone, we are all one. We are all children of God. We come from the same source. Manifest your greatness. Know who you are. When you truly know that, there are no limiting energies in you. You can manifest anything you want.
You've changed how I think, especially the energy and how you're wrapping it up, that we can change the conversations and the narrative.
Correct.
Sometimes when I get content like this, I want us to create content, I feel the weight because I'm like, now, my goodness, will this work? So that is good because I still have to learn more about Pranic Healing. And thank you for coming and inviting me to your sessions. Thank you.
Thank you so much.